this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't wanna do.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
I never want to make compromises when I play. I need every FPS I can take to perform at my peak. For myself, for my team, as well as for my viewers. Streaming always used to present me with a choice, either FPS or stream quality. I no longer have to make that decision thanks to AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors. Now my viewers get to see my gameplay smoothly. Ever since joining the team in 2018, AMD's partnership with Fnatic has given us the latest computer tech to help our performance. 3rd generation Ryzen is now the pinnacle of multi-threaded processor performance, and it's a big step up from everything else I've used before. AMD have listened to our feedback to make sure they make the best products possible so that we can simultaneously play as well as stream at the best settings. That's why I use AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenges series powered by JBL Quantum Gaming headsets and AMD. My name is Apollonia. I'll be your host for today and Caster as well. And joining me, you already know him. You saw him in the first half. It is Caster and Analyst CA. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Like, I'm just really excited to get going with the action, but I know that we're facing some technical issues, so why don't you elaborate on that so we can get.
All right, guys. So as we are getting the match prepared, there are some connection issues. Some of the members on both sides are disconnecting and trying to reconnect. So we will be back very shortly with the matches. Just stay tuned. Remember, Series 2 is open for registration. So you can grab your buddies and sign up. Link is in the description. And in the meantime, if you want to just window shop or look at some awesome products, we have links to products from our sponsors, and we have a 10% off JBL Quantum Gaming headsets. So probably about a few minutes more of a delay, like 5 minutes, and we'll be back very short.
Out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
All right, guys, looks like luck is on our side. We are ready with the match. Now let's go into the map screen and see which maps are lined up for this game. Velocity Gaming versus Team Villianous. So the first map is going to be on Haven. Map 2 is going to be Bind. That is interesting. And we have Ascent for map number 3. If we
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect time to see Velocity on the map Bind, because we've always talked about how perhaps if there was ever a weak point for Velocity, it is the Bind map. And so right before the upper bracket finals coming through in the upper bracket semifinals, it's a perfect time for them to showcase that they don't actually have any weak links and that they're just as good on every single map going forward. Having said that, Team Villianous have had a really great run coming into the upper bracket semifinals so far. So maybe for the first time ever, they can be the villains to Velocity's dream run.
Indeed, Team Villianous. So they are the only other team besides God Squad and God Particles, along with Velocity Gaming, that have made it all the way up to the winner bracket semi-finals. If they do not win this one, they will go down into the lower brackets and they will try their luck at fighting their way back into the grand finals. And the team that does win, straight to the grand finals, period. All right, so this first map being Haven, Velocity Gaming, they are absolutely beasts at this map, and everyone knows it. If you're a fan of Velocity, you know that Haven is where they pop off. They make some amazing plays. And as for the second map, you did mention that Bind is where they struggle a little bit. You know, Superman has a weakness and it's Kryptonite. I think for Velocity Gaming, it is Bind. So without further ado, I think we can get into the match as it has started. And as for Team Villianous, let's talk about them a little bit more. Now, we have seen them excel on a variety of maps as well. Like, they've been doing so good all the way up to here. The next big task is going up against Velocity Gaming. They know that they are up against a mammoth of a team.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this match is not just about, like, getting to the finals for Team Villianous. It's about, like, proving themselves and their capability to be in the South Asian scene in general, right? It's about, like, making a name for yourselves and establishing yourselves as one of the best teams out there, because it's no joke to make the upper bracket semifinals. At the same time, if you actually suppose you manage to take a game out of this unbeaten Velocity, like, people are gonna look at you in a very different light as compared to before. But instantly the action starts, just what we expect from a Velocity game. 2 for right to ace.
Oh man, kicking this semifinals off with a bang. Right to ace. He is absolutely, like, when I think of right to ace, I think about Sova. He is so great on this agent, and the positioning of his recon bolt, how he uses his shock darts, definitely one to look out for. Now, Velocity Gaming, they did lose one member, and there is no Sage on the side for the attackers. So,
Revealing area.
different strategy coming out. This is not the first time that we've seen it from Velocity. And as for Team Villianous, 3 members up, but Sova is dangerously low, and that is Cruiser God here, 30 HP. Does utilize that recon bolt, not going to catch anyone out, but he suspects something is happening, and Amaterasu takes out Cruiser God. And Velocity Gaming successfully infiltrates the C site, and they should be able to get this plant off with 35 seconds left to spare. Now Gorang coming through Garage. Dark cover just disappears. It's going to come in very slowly. 2v4 situation, it's tough. Team Villianous would have to get an average of 2 kills per person to try and get this round back for themselves. Because, you know, round 2, it'll be an equal. And there it is. 3 kills for right to ace and 1 for Amaterasu. Velocity Gaming coming in strong.
So Velocity Gaming not even giving us any time to talk about the composition or the game plan. They're just right into the game, getting going instantly. And right to ace, speaking down C long, getting multiple kills. Absolutely amazing from them to go this fast into round 1 and just establish their dominance, basically. Like, as we talked about during the map screen, this map, we especially know how good Velocity is. It's a map where you see Amaterasu on the Duelist Phoenix rather than his usual Brimstone. So really, really well, really nice to see them, but oh my god, just like the X-Cali gets to...
That is just nuts, X-Cali. Spraying with all his might there. And Antidote, he did pick up a kill for himself, and that's going to be 2. Now Jaguar, last man standing. Eco round for Team Villianous. And that's a flying Antidote. Triple kill for him. And we will move on to round 3, where it's going to be the full buy, where you can properly gauge both the potentials of the teams. Now let's pull up the scoreboard and see what everyone has. And looks like Velocity will stick to their Spectres and a bunch of Phantoms with a Vandal for the side of Team Villianous.
This round is extremely important for Team Villianous because, as you can see, all of them have either 0 or 100 credits in the bank. So if you lose this round to Velocity, who haven't bought this round, choosing to save the money, likely to buy multiple operators or make it easy next round. It'd be huge, but Rex getting the opening kill, making it sound good for Team Villianous because they do need to get going here. Vibor though gets a comeback. 4v4 as Velocity pushed so hard and so fast into A.
Oh, and Antidote takes down Rex. Antidote with the double onto Jaguar. 4v2 situation. Team Villianous. It's they kind of expected this A side push, but they got taken down very quickly. Gorang though finds a kill, and that's a second kill for him. And Vibor takes him out. 2v1 situation. Cruiser God, last man standing, as he will make the way through a long 1v2 situation.
Revealing area.
Now he dropped the recon bolt. Velocity has the information on where he
There
is.
they are.
Vibor's cam does get the dart onto him. Zugot removes it, makes his way onto site, and he's just gonna dodge that recon bolt from right to A's. But unfortunately, his location is revealed. Goes for the fake defuse, and Vibor comes out. Triple kill for him. 3 rounds strong is Velocity Gaming.
They'll pick up the guns for themselves, just furthering the lead. Like, they don't even have, 3 of their members don't even have to buy. 2 of the members don't even have to buy the Phantoms anymore. Just enables them to go for a multiple op setup if they want to. And even if they don't want to, just keep playing this aggressive. And even if you do drop a round somehow, you have the money in the bank to back it up. On the other side though, Team Villianous, they have absolutely no choice for this next round except Eco. Let's take a quick look at the scorecard, see exactly where they're standing. They're gonna go for a semi-buy though, 2 Stingers, 2 Sheriffs, and a Marshal. So this might just be a big gamble from Villianous as right to Ace gets 1 instantly. The aim from Velocity, they only hit headshots.
Indeed. Now moving to this round, Team Villianous once again finds himself with a 1-man disadvantage. Vibor get his dart to the Brimstone. But never mind, here's Cruiser God with the Marshal. It's going to be watching long, and that's where Excali is going to be. You get the pick off. No one knows until it happens. Now Rex here in B. Just going to bounce in and out. And Velocity Gaming, he played it slow, but now is the time to attack after 30 seconds. Amaterasu, 1 for 1. Rex gets the finishing kill, but right to Ace takes out Cruiser God. 4 left. That's right to Ace with a triple. Last man standing.
Revealing area.
And right to Ace is hunting for him. He has an idea on where he could be. And there it is. Spots him. Gonna get the pick off. Gorang here. Just gonna back up. What's a half buy? The Stinger. Just gonna change positions and try to get at least a pick off. Vibor coming in, finishing this round off. Now 4 rounds heavy for Velocity Gaming. Team Villianous are not off to a great start, and I do feel that Heaven is pretty balanced because of the 3 sides. You have 3 different options on where you want to attack, and on the side of defense, you know, it's all about predicting where the enemy might be and how quick you are on your rotations.
Another buy round coming out for Team Villianous though, as they get the op onto their team, and if they're able to answer back the sound, they might be able to pull something off. But the biggest issue for Team Villianous right now is how fast Velocity plays. They don't give you a moment to breathe whatsoever. Just as I say that, Amaterasu gets Jaguar, takes Jaguar down. I believe Jaguar was the opper too, so that's huge. Gorang does get a return though. So Team Villianous showcasing exactly why they have reached so far, but running into pure juggernauts here, just they need to find a way to adapt and be creative, basically.
Indeed. Now, Velocity Gaming. Antidote here. He's going to move over to reunite with his buddies. Looks like it's going to be an A-side push. Cypher traps are readily available. Now, Rex, how is he going to play this?
Joke's
Not gonna peek just yet.
Cage,
And there it is, the signal. He knows something is up. He's going to try to look for a wallbang there. Not gonna connect, really. And Rex just going to wait for that backup. And you can see all of Team Villianous making that rotation coming through. And that's the Hunter's Fury from right to Ace. Does not pick up a kill, however. And Recon Bolt is going to be taken out now. Velocity Gaming, they got the spike planted, that's right to Ace. Finds the kill on Bullseye. Bullseye with the Bullbot kill. And this is Antidote gets taken down by Cruiser God. There were kills left, right, and center, but Team Villianous came out of that victorious. So that's going to be the first round for Team Villianous as they do try to get the scoreboard a little bit more equalized.
Yeah, really well played by Rex specifically to just stay safe and wait for backup, as you mentioned. He also had a camera down near the B short area, and which is able to spot out Amaterasu. And then they just enter together, coordinated at the exact time Rex drops in. Bullseye even gets a boombot kill for himself, and then Cruiser God just survives to be able to clean it all up. Huge for Team Villianous to sort of answer back and get something on board for them. Once again, though, you see the fact that even though they won the round, due to the fact that a couple of them died and lacking economy, it's Velocity with the full buys and not Team Villianous. As you see Rex on the Judge and the raise on this Bullseye is going to be waiting here. Velocity looks like they're going to try to force C and A at the same time. Really interesting from Velocity.
Indeed, and that is Antidote getting the first kill. And you know, usually when we see Velocity losing a round, they always come back in stronger, heavier, faster. It's almost like, you know, they don't like that. They always try to keep a clean sheet. But Team Villianous, they made it here for a reason.
I know
And let's see
exactly.
how far they be able to push out. Now Amaterasu. It's the pick off onto Rex. Team Villianous with the man disadvantage. As Excali looks for the rotation to meet up with his team. Looks like a successful A-side takeover. And Antidote should be able to get that plant off. Now Team Villianous, ball rank here. Moving up to Heaven. He's gonna just drop the smokes strategically. And let's see how the defenders are going to play this. Now Sova and Sage coming in. Cruiser God gets taken down. Gorang though finds the kill onto Antidote with only 22 HP left to spare. And that is Excali coming out from A-shot. Gets the kill. Amaterasu with the last one. And Velocity Gaming. 5-1.
Said right, Velocity just coming back out swinging, just annoyed more than anything that they lost one round, coming back, just pulling it back really well. The difference in guns also sort of paying off as you see a couple of people not able to hold those machine guns. But I am really curious about one thing. I saw Rex that he turned his back trying to ultimate the corpse that he did get a kill on. He killed Vibor and was trying to use the neural theft on Vibor. I wonder if that ultimate went through because you notice the Sage is sort of staying back at C and checking if they're actually at C. Yeah, you see the ultimate actually went through. So I guess just a bit of miscommunication from the side of Team Villianous, but they have 3 more ultimates ready. Same for Velocity with Antidote, Vibor, and Excali having their ultimates. Eco round though for Team Villianous, and it's just looking like they don't have much of a say in the way this match goes. Even when Velocity do lose, it just looks like Velocity sort of making those tiny mistakes. But I have to give credit where credit is due. The fact that Team Villianous can even pounce on tiny mistakes by a team like Velocity is absolutely huge for them. They just need to find a way to sort of just make it better. The Recon Drone will spot out Antidote as they try to make the B push.
Lock in sight.
Now Antidote. Looking for that opportunity on C. Excali. The Garage Warrior. He's gonna make his way in. And get some information. Has no clue that Rex is on the side. That's the pick off with that mini. 6 HP left. Antidote does take down Cruiser God. And one by one, members of Team Villianous fall. Eco round for them though. And after this round, they have to come back, or else it's just going to continue being a downhill spiral. But, you know, when the side swap, it's like a fresh start. To try again. And they probably do better on attack, who knows? We'll see. Gorang. It's the pick off on Antidote, and Right to Ace is there to clean it up. 5 rounds in the lead, Velocity Gaming. Looking as strong as ever. But I'm very interested, and I do hope that Team Villianous does put up more of a fight. They do get more rounds for themselves. You know, it just overall makes this best of 3 really juicy.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I definitely want to see Team Villianous come back. But that's sort of the issue when you're facing Velocity. You get relegated to taking fights on their turf because they're the only team that I've seen so far who's actually able to use the advantage you have on the attacker side, which is that you decide where the fight's gonna happen. You decide where you want to take the initiative and be proactive. Antidote, just like that, gets a kill on Gorang. Bullseye is able to answer back though. And but Villianous always answering back is just later into the round where Velocity start moving together as a team is when they look troubled.
Joke's over.
Cage
You're
triggered.
dead.
Although,
And this is Rex here,
You will not kill my
defending
ally.
A side with his life. Jaguar pops out the resurrection, but Rex is gonna get taken down. It's a 4v4 situation.
I know exactly
Great
where
usage
you
of
are.
the Sage ultimate here.
Bomb buddy.
Now, will Team Villianous be able to go for this retake successfully? They have to, if they don't want to keep falling behind in this first half.
Nowhere to run.
Now, Bullseye looking for an opportunity. Antidote might just get caught in that Hellfire, but uses his abilities, gets out to safety. 1-for-1 trade there. Bullseye with the showstopper gets a kill. Antidote does find Jaguar and misses the first ultimate shot. Switches to his Phantom and gets a triple. 13 HP left. It's a 1v1 situation as Cruiser God takes down right to Ace. With a tick of health, that's a flying Cruiser God. With the last kill, does it once again, but will he have the time to defuse? It looks like time is up. And that is Velocity Gaming, buying enough time to secure the round for themselves.
brilliant effort by Team Villianous, the showstopper coming in to kill Vibor, Jaguar getting Amaterasu. And then right here, Bullseye does his best, but is not able to actually connect with the shots. But 13 HP on Antidote. Cruiser God does get the kill, but yeah, as you said, Velocity just clutching through, buying enough time, making it 7-1. And while it was a great effort by Team Villianous, this will now hurt them. Like, hurt them so bad because the lead is just increasing and increasing and increasing, but their economy is simply not. Like, now you see them on their shares and not on the full buys. Cruiser God, though, with the Marshall, does get a kill onto Antidote and C Long, but Excali instantly answers back.
Now Excali finds another kill there on Cruiser God. Gorang with
Enemy
the
down.
aggressive push. And his best friend, the Stinger. Gonna swap to a Phantom, picks up Excali's gun, but Amaterasu's like, you're not gonna get a kill again. It's a 3v2 situation as Team Villianous. We have Rex here pushing up. But gets picked off. Last man standing is Jaguar with the Sheriff. Half buy, I would say, for Team Villianous, but at this point, I don't think half buys are all that much worth it, especially against like a team like Velocity Gaming. They are hoping that they do get more pickoffs, but it looks pretty, you know, impossible. Falling behind so far, your economy is suffering. It's going to be a hard one for Team Villianous to come back here on this map 1, but they do have a chance in map 2, and if it goes on to a map 3.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this is Velocity's map, so this is something we would expect. We talked about how strong they are, and it's definitely something that we see them coming up. But oh, Amaterasu just gets the last kill. The Jaguar wraps it up. But yeah, this is Velocity's map, so we definitely expect
here.
them to sort of just dominate this map. Hopefully going into Bind, which was Villainous' choice, they can show what they're more capable of. Now the Cruiser Guard upgrades his sniper from last game. No more Marshall from him. He's going to be on the Operator. And a full buy coming out for Team Villianous. It's this map is just about getting as many wins as you can and like putting up a fight against Velocity, showing them that you're just as capable as they are to like put up a fight, and going into Bind, maybe they can actually answer back and pull back a map so we can see the map 3 in action against Velocity for the first time ever.
All right, guys. It seems that there is a pause, a little bit of a tech difficulty there. Amaterasu and Antidote. You can see that they are still chilling in base. So for the time being, let's just talk about the team compositions a little bit more. Now, Team Villianous did start on the side of attack, and they brought in Cypher and Brimstone here, along with a Sage, which I feel is probably one too many agents with a controller's capability. So technically, I feel that on defense, they should pull out a much better game. Now, as for Velocity Gaming, they had somewhat of two controllers, two agents that have that control capability, and that is Cypher and Omen. So they did keep right to ace on that Sova. Whether it's attack or defense, Sova does pretty well. And now they do have the Jet and the Phoenix now, which will function absolutely great here on the side of attack. I think it's always good to divide 2 champions for the defensive side, 2 champions for the attack, and one that is, pretty much very versatile in attack and defense. Like Reyna is another pick, it's just all about killing, and it doesn't really matter on which side that you are on.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I do prefer Velocity's comp just a little bit more though, because as you said, it's a bit of overstacking on the side of Team Villainous. Maybe instead of the Brimstone, you could have the Omen, so you have the extra blind with the smoke and the capability to ult between sites. Given the fact that there's 3 sites on Haven, Omen is actually a really nice pick too. Or if you don't want, if you really want the Brimstone, you could perhaps substitute the Sage for another duelist or a sort of initiator and just sort of take the fight to Velocity. Because while the comp from Team Villainous is good in general will not give you anything against Velocity. You have to be creative, you have to be proactive, and you have to surprise them. Because we have seen other teams in the tournament before just sort of bring out these really weird strategies that we weren't expecting, and neither was Velocity, and actually take the fight to them. So that's what the game plan should be against Velocity, not to like do what is meta, so to say.
Yeah, for sure. And Team Villainous, I really do hope that they put up more of a fight, get more rounds for themselves on the side of defense. Overall, because I like really long games and very close matches. Now, we will be back. We'll go straight into the match once the connection issues are solved. So sit back, relax. We'll be back very, very shortly.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
I never want to make compromises when I play. I need every FPS I can take to perform at my peak. For myself, for my team, as well as for my viewers. Streaming always...
All right, and now we are getting back into the action. Looks like all players are ready, locked and loaded, and about to put a huge fight. Now here is going to be a full buy on both sides. And we can see Cruiser got with the operator, so let's see if he's gonna make his money well worth. Bullseye!
God.
With that spray! Onto Antidote, that was just insane. Gorang though gets the kill on Excali. And it seems like Team Villianous, after the pause, come in raging with an advantage here, and they have to hold on to it. Now, how is Velocity Gaming going to spin this around in their favor? Let's see how it's going to go. Vibor watching Garage, deciding, does he make it through to B, or am I going to infiltrate here?
Beautifully played by Bullseye. That's literally hashtag calculated because he throws the brain grenade to push them to one side and then spams on that side continuously, gets the wallbang kill. And Garang answers with another for his team. Yeah, as you said, Villianous just coming out fighting, but Velocity have pulled out 3v5s just as I say that. Vibor gets the kill onto Gaurang, making it 3v4. Velocity onto site C and they've got the spike plant, so it's gonna be really difficult. Amitarasu flashes his own teammate though. That's unfortunate. Oh!
Oh, and that's the kill. Team Villianous coming in with the round win. And yep, they get this diffused safely. Good retake here. And that is the second round for Team Villianous. Now, is it enough to, you know, is that enough momentum to get them going? We'll find out, but Velocity Gaming here, we'll see how they will come back. So, you know, sometimes we can't expect perfection from any teams. We can only hope that they are consistent.
And if Velocity is anything, they're definitely consistent.
Yeah,
the last
for
time
sure.
we saw the round loss coming out for them, or anytime we see a round loss coming out for them, they just come back and they come back with a menacing look on them. So we're definitely expecting to see that. But now, this look from Velocity is so different. They're all playing very safe as the bomb is dropped near their spawn. Now the bomb picked up, they're going for the C push. Running back is popped.
Amaterasu coming in, flashes, does catch him. But he's taken out. Back to safety though, 1-for-1 trade there. Right to Ace with the ultimate. Picks up Bullseye. Ultimate well worth. Now Gorang here. In C-Link. Just behind the garage, anticipating. And it's a 3v4 situation. Now we can see majority of Velocity Gaming going for this B side. And Gorang here is going to drop the smoke, but is spotted out by the recon bolt. Drops the Molotov. Not going to be helpful there. And one by one, Team Villianous falls. This is Velocity Gaming with a 7-round lead.
And 9-2 with just one round left. We will take a quick look at the scorecard to see after this replay to see if Team Villianous are able to afford full buys going into this round. Because 10-2 is such a difficult score to even think about coming back from against any team, let alone Velocity. Because the entire match just sort of relies on your pistol round going into next. But yeah, let's take a quick look at the scorecard to see if they can afford it. Oh, not all of them will be able to afford it. You see a Stinger, a Bulldog, and a Sheriff, so not looking great for Team Villianous.
Ooh, and they managed to escape that orbital strike. Now this is Rex here, 11 HP left. Vibor coming in. Amaterasu, however, finds the kill, and that is the Hunter's Fury coming through from Cruiser God. But Excali slips through the alley, picks up 2 kills. Team Villianous did not see that one coming. Gorang and Bullseye find the kill for themselves. It's a 2v3 situation as Bullseye mows them down with the Stinger. Antidote with a revenge kill. Last man standing is Gorang. Drops the Molotov. He already utilized the ultimate and Amaterasu finds him. First to a double-digit score is Velocity Gaming. 10-2. Now that is the end of the first half, and we're going to move into the second half with the side swap.
I mean, Team Villianous, good effort. Like, the strategy they went for there, really interesting. Like, using the Brimstone ultimate to sort of create space in B mid and then push aggressively and try to get the flank. Maybe something that they could have used a little bit earlier to try and pull something off. But it doesn't work because Velocity adapts so fast. And it's not like the other teams where you expect them to adapt between rounds. Velocity adapts in a round. Like, they don't wait for you to sort of bring the play to them because they show that they're capable of just sort of looking at the play you've got and just turning it onto your face. Now, though, this pistol round might just decide the game. Team Villianous really need to win this.
Indeed. Pistol round. It's all about accuracy. Now, this time, Team Villianous with the attack, but Vibor, the man of defense. We've nicknamed him that once. and he's always on C side. Gets a double, right to waist gets a double as well, but is taken down by Rex, last man standing. And it seems that he's going to be sandwiched by Excali coming in. What do you call this? A VLT sandwich. And that is another round over to the defenders. Velocity Gaming. This is actually really detrimental because if you win the pistol round, the second round is definitely going to be a storm because the other team is going to go on eco. Now, Team Villianous having to go for this eco, it's going to bring Velocity Gaming to a total of 12 rounds, and it's going to be really hard for them to come back here in map 1.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I felt like this round may just decide the game. Because now, Velocity with the advantage, as you can see, 5 Spectres picked up for them.
Careful now.
It's just going to be really difficult to sort of pull it through this round for Team Villianous. Because if they don't, it goes to match point, and then you have to win 10 rounds in a row just to go to overtime. Not to actually win the game, but oh.
You're out.
Oh, right to waist with that spicy spray. And this might just be a flawless round. Of course, it's an eco, but Velocity Gaming just 1 round away from securing this map 1 for themselves.
Now, Team Villianous need to win this buy round, and then win the next round,
Every
and the
single round.
10 rounds in a row just to tie the game and go to overtime and try to win the game. So, looking really, really difficult for Team Villianous right here. They are switching up their strategies. Velocity actually, as we saw in the first half, don't choose to buy just Vibor on the Vandal. Everyone else sticking to the Spectres. And Team Villianous taking it slow, acknowledging that it's match point. We have to try to do something different, and they've dropped Spike, just waiting for Velocity to push, knowing that Velocity will be very aggressive. Antidote, though, instantly just makes his way to B window and takes over that site. Vibor gets a kill on to go wrong. The only man with the Vandal actually gets the opening kill. Really well played by Velocity.
Indeed, and this map is Velocity Gaming's pick, so, you know, they are excelling really well. Perhaps in map number 2, where it's Team Villianous' pick, they might just have more of a fighting chance. Amaterasu gets a kill. Is taken out by Jaguar. Now, it looks very much like the last round for Team Villianous and a victory for Velocity Gaming as Antidote finds one. It's going to take out that Trapwire Jaguar, the last few people remaining, and it's all down to Rex. As Excali wraps that up, and this is Velocity Gaming taking the first map in this best of 3 of the semifinals.
Team Villianous having few moments where they are able to shine. So I'm really hoping that coming into their next map, which is Bind, their home map, they're able to showcase a bit of consistency through those moments, like repeatedly having those moments. Because even if Velocity does pull through the next map as well, I really want to see Team Villianous showcasing what they're capable of. Amaterasu, as we expect, every time he's put on a duel list, he usually gets the MVP.
Amaterasu coming in heavy. And one thing about Amaterasu is that he's really flexible as a player. Sometimes we see him on Brimstone or he's on Phoenix. So let's talk more about what went down in this match between Team Villianous and Velocity Gaming in AMD's Relive the Moment. Now, this is the first map of the winner bracket semifinals. The winning team will go straight on over to the grand finals, while the losing team will go down to the lower brackets and try to fight for their chance back to the grand finals. Now, this game, Team Villianous, 13-2 in favor of Velocity Gaming. It was pretty much a stomping. As much as it, sounds really harsh, being very frank, Velocity Gaming dominated on this map. And it is their map pick, Haven. It is what they're known for. So a really good performance by them. And we were on the topic of versatility. Amaterasu is definitely a player who's very versatile. You see him on Brimstone. Sometimes you see him on Phoenix. And you also get to see this on Antidote Man as well, and Excali.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, the rest of Velocity Gaming, while they may switch agents, they have very specific roles. Amaterasu, the only player on Velocity Gaming who's able to switch between roles. We've seen him, like, actually be a full-on duelist, like, top fragger here. We've also seen him play the full utility role for his team, and that's something that I find insanely valuable for your team, because if you have this person who's willing to change between play styles, that just makes him so much of a better player than pretty much anybody else because of his sheer knowledge of the game and his ability to call shots in the game. So definitely huge by Amaterasu. Like, we have to give him so much credit. For Team Villainous though, like, definitely saw moments like Bullseye's grenade with wall spam that got him the kill. And then in general, Cruiser playing really well in some rounds. Even Rex like showing up in some rounds. They had moments where they were looking really, really good. Moments where they were showing exactly why they've reached so far into the tournament. But they need those moments to translate into actual wins and points into the next map, because without those wins and points, Velocity just sort of they pull through. Even when they're not dominating, they have these really close rounds, but they pull through every single time, and that's what separates them from the other teams.
Indeed. And Team Villainous, there's a lot that they have to do to try and come back. So I was trying to look for a pattern in terms of, any form of team strategy or ideas that, Team Villainous might have on the side of defense. But it was hard to tell. It was mostly Velocity Gaming just having great usage of utility and catching Team Villainous off guard. Now, I would say the man of Team Villainous is Cruiser God because he was present and did get the last kills in the 2 rounds that Team Villainous managed to get for themselves. So overall, I would say that Team Villainous, they got to go back to the drawing board, look at what they can improve on, and Velocity Gaming pretty much keep doing what they are doing. Now, guys, we just ended the first map. We will be prepping for map number 2. So in the meantime, we will show you some highlights, or you can register for Series 2 as registrations are live. Link is in the description. Or you can go shopping. Links are also in the description. We have 10% off JBL Quantum Gaming headsets, like what myself and CA are using to cast this entire game. Now, sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and we'll be back very short.
Out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
I never want to make compromises when I play. I need every FPS I can take to perform at my peak. For myself, for my team, as well as for my viewers. Streaming always used to present me with a choice, either FPS or stream quality. I no longer have to make that decision thanks to AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors. Now my viewers get to see my gameplay smoothly. Ever since joining the team in 2018, AMD's partnership with Fnatic has given us the latest computer tech to help our performance. 3rd generation Ryzen is now the pinnacle of multi-threaded processor performance, and it's a big step up from everything else I've used before. AMD have listened to our feedback to make sure they make the best products possible so that we can simultaneously play as well as stream at the best setting. That's why I use AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series powered by JBL Quantum Gaming headsets and AMD. We are now ready with Map 2 Velocity Gaming versus Team Villianous. Let's go straight into the map screen so that we can start the match as fast as possible. Now, in the first map, a quick recap, it was 13-2. Team Villianous unfortunately did not win, and it was pretty much quite a stomping. CA, do give us a recap.
Yeah, for sure. Velocity just came out of the gate firing, and they came in with the composition we know them to play for in Haven. The no Sage double duelist composition, which they did brilliantly with. Amaterasu just firing on all cylinders, picking up the MVP for himself, playing really, really well. And it was what we expected, right, going into Haven, because Haven is something that no team has sort of unlocked in terms of how to beat Velocity and how to beat their comp specifically, because that comp, while it is a great comp, has some downfalls. Now, going into map 2, Bind is Team Villianous's pick. So if there was ever a place for Team Villianous to shine, it would be right here and right now. Having said that, Velocity, like, while they might be slightly weaker in Bind, they're still Velocity Gaming. So I'm fully expecting them to have taken like the fact that they're a bit weaker in Bind seriously over the past few days, get that practice in, and make sure that they're just as good on Bind as anywhere else.
All right, Bind is going to be the second map. So speculations, watching some matches that Team Velocity has played, it seems that Bind is a little bit of where they struggle. It is very different to the 3 other maps. We've talked about it many times. Bind does not have a mid area. Instead, it has very creative teleporters that you can use to implement in your team strategy to try and find the advantage over the opponent. So how will Velocity Gaming fare on this? They have put a pretty good performance as well. As for Team Villianous, let's see if they have what it takes, to be a little bit more creative and innovative here. Velocity Gaming, they have gone completely undefeated. They have a massive fan base, and they are basically, the Goliaths that many teams are trying to take down. But Velocity Gaming, they are still fighting hard, and I'm pretty sure they want to retain this reputation that they have.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, the longer they go unbeaten, the more sort of mythical they become and legendary they become in the way they play.
That goes there.
So it's definitely something that you want to keep up, and Velocity doing really well to do just that. Now you see Team Villianous on the attack though, and exact same compositions for both teams. That's something I find really interesting. A lack of a flash or a sort of blind of sorts for both teams means this will just come down to straight up gunfights and accuracy. And in round 1, you see Team Villianous opting to do a hard A push with the barrier coming down. The spike does go down. It's still 5v5.
Oh, indeed, Xcali getting a nade kill. Very typical of him. Now, kills traded left and right. 2 members left on the side of Team Villianous. Pistol round, all about your accuracy. Gorang comes out, gets the pick off onto Xcali. It's a 2v2 situation. Team Villianous, however, are at a little bit of a disadvantage as players aren't as healthy in terms of their health. Cruiser God here, 74 HP. For the right time to peek. And he does fire that shot, so that's going to give a little bit of information. Vibor takes down Gorang. Last man standing. Cruiser God
They found
doesn't
my
have
wire.
much health. Spike is dropped in a position clear for the defenders to guard. Now Vibor, he's just going to buy some time. 37 HP, not as healthy too. Now the recon bolt comes out, not going to spot Cruiser God as he sneaks into A shot and takes the teleporter. He manages to get past with less than 15 seconds on the timer. He will get the start off, so that's pretty good. You know, he does get the credits for his team. Now, will he be able to defend this? Pretty tough. Cruiser God takes down Vibor. It's a 1v1 situation. Both members are low. Right to Ace takes out the recon bolt. And there's the position change, but right to Ace, he expects it. He's going to move. Shots coming out, and he wins the 1v1 duel with 10 HP left. And will get this defuse off. First round to Velocity Gaming. Very well played from both sides.
Yeah, for sure. Cruiser God doing really, really well towards the end of that round. First to pick up the spike and take the portal come all the way to B, get the spike planted. Then he gets a kill onto Vibor, making it 1v1. After which he plays it really, really well this entire 1v1. His recon bolt cooldown comes back up, uses that, and then just jiggles. Trying to buy as much time as possible. And as it gets closer, the only thing I would say is don't try to fight Velocity in a straight up gunfight, because like you might win, but they are much more likely to win, and Velocity do just that. But really well played by Cruiser God. I'm not going to take anything away, nevertheless. Really good jiggles from him to try to buy as much time and try to keep them on their guard. Now though, Antidote gets Jaguar.
Shut down.
It is an economy round for Team Villianous now, so they are not going to be looking as good, especially on the attack. It's going to be all about trying to get as many picks as they can and trying to get the spike plant for the extra credit. Cruiser God gets 1, making it 4v3 in the favor of Velocity.
Indeed. Right to Ace seems to like the showers position early in round start. We've seen him there many times. Never fails to get a pick off. Now, Team Villianous. Eco round for them. And Gorang's going to make this aggressive A-shot push. But first, I want to drop some smokes and prepare for this. Now, shift your eyes to the minimap. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a backstab here. And right to Ace with the triple kill. Takes down Gorang and Rex. Now Spike is dropped. Cruiser God, 1 tap. Headshot onto Vibor. 78 HP left. Just checking the corners. And Velocity Gaming. Oh no, it's the BLT sandwich. Once again, triple kill for Cruiser God. And that's going to be 4 kills for right to Ace. I don't think Cruiser God was going to make it out alive because Antidote was also trailing behind. So it was going to be, you know, a crossfire.
I feel bad for Antidote because he made this such a good flank all the way to A short. Right when right to Ace gets 2 kills, he makes it there. He's like, bro. And then again, he makes the flank onto Cruiser God right here on the showers. And just as he's about to reach Cruiser God, perhaps get a kill for himself, Cruiser God goes down. But brilliant aiming from Cruiser God. He got 3 kills for himself there. Almost all of them 1-taps. So doing really well for himself. Now you see Velocity. With their standard 2 people on the machine guns, Phantom Vandal, and then the rest on the Spectres. Now all of Team Villianous with full buys this round is going to be absolutely key. Antidote just waiting for some cue to put up the wall, and he will do just that. portal is taken by Team Villianous though, as they try to make a push down to B side, but Antidote with the wall and Excali with the grenade just gonna stop that from happening. Oh.
Ooh, Cruiser God with the Hunter's Fury. Not gonna pick off one, but
Cage
Rex,
trigger.
however, does find 2 kills. Velocity Gaming, a man disadvantage. Vibor in the teleporter.
Oh,
Gonna take a little bit of cover here. And Vibor pushing out. Now, defense is pretty scattered, but it seems like Team Villianous found the opportunity to go for this push. It's an A-side takeover. Spike should be planted in a matter of seconds. There it is. Now, will Velocity Gaming come out successful with the retake? It is the full buy round. Team Villianous taking advantage of that. Right to A, spots the Sage. Cruiser God takes down Vibor. 2v4 situation. There's a 1-for-1 trade there. Last man standing is right to Ace as he picks up a kill on Jaguar.
Revealing
He's
area.
gonna toss the recon bolt in there. Attackers staying in showers as it is a plant closest to that exit. Now right to Ace, figuring out what to do. Taps the spike, finds the kill, but Rex ends it off. He came in massive there. Triple kill, found the opportunity for his team to kind of try and bounce back. But that is going to be the first round for Team Villianous.
yeah, and we saw this last time too in Haven. They were able to pull off the buy round, playing really well. Especially here, I love to see the creativity coming out for them to take the B to A portal that we almost never get to see used. Taking that to like knowing that Velocity are all rotating towards B side, able to take over A side, get the bomb plant and the bomb. And the side takeover for themselves. Really, really good. And this is what we want to see more from them. You have to sort of pull off these really weird, like really creative, really proactive strats to get Velocity on the same level that you are on. Now Velocity on the eco round while Villianous is on the full buy. This is the time for Villianous to make it even.
Indeed, Velocity Gaming a man short, but Vibor looks to even it out.
Kept them
Seems like it's
killed.
an eco. Right to Ace, finds that kill with the Hunter's Fury.
I know exactly
Rex
where you are.
takes down Excali. Cruiser God onto Vibor. 2v3. Antidote finds the headshot. Now, it's a 2v2 situation. Spike is on Ace side. Right to Ace is just right round the corner. Might just find the Sage. It's a 1v1 situation between both
Revealing
Sovas.
area.
And has right to Ace managed to pick up a Bulldog here. So let's see. Battle between both the Sovas. Right to Ace though is going for the defuse. The shock dart doesn't quite connect.
Oh my god.
Oh, it doesn't take down enough HP, and that's a clutch. So sneaky.
Oh my
What?
god.
What? Right to Ace. I am at a loss for words there, CA. Break
He's
it down
a-
for us.
He's a monster. Like the first shock dart doesn't connect close enough. We're gonna see it right here. Like just gonna see the entire thing happen. So the first shock dart gonna come, barely missing him because he's stuck to the back of the box. And then the second shock dart hitting him, but not enough. If the first shock dart had hit, he would have ended up dying or been forced to sort of leave. And then he predicts. He's like, I know exactly where you are. Shoots into the boxes, gets the wallbang kill. Right to Ace, an absolute monster. He's been getting 2 or 3 kills in every single round so far, almost. So he's just playing out of his mind. You can see that exactly, like 10 kills, 1 death. Right to Ace just absolutely dominating. He's like, enough Amaterasu, enough Excali. It's my time to shine. As we said before, right? When you think right to Ace, you think Sova. Just playing it so well. We see him on the Sova every single time. And we're just seeing him shine so well here. Showing that Velocity, they have... Like, for Velocity, it seems like for every map, there is this one person on their team who absolutely dominates that map. For Haven, for me, it's become Amaterasu. For Bind, it could now become right to Ace because this has been the weak part of Velocity's map, but maybe no more.
I don't think anymore for sure. I think they've got plenty of practice on Bind. And oh my goodness, right to Ace.
Here.
And you did say that he knows exactly where you are. He's not even Cypher. I mean, if you get the reference. But this is Jaguar here, just gonna pull back a little bit. And it looks like an eco round for Team Villianous. Slow and steady. Excali gonna reunite his buddy to Ace. 10 kills on the scoreboard, and Xcali is the next one with 3. So this is a good start for Right to Ace to rake up those MVPs if he still has the chance to. Now Bullseye gonna make the rotate and meet up with his buddies. 45 seconds left on the clock. And as they look for an opportunity, they're doing this really slow. They know that they don't have the superior guns. And Cruiser God just loves the showers as well. I think it's a Sova thing.
Take flight.
Sure, like you're able to use your recon drone, or even your you're able to line up your recon bolt even to check the showers and then make the aggressive push. I see why he likes that. But now they're switching it up as they go for slow and then really hard push now as Antidote takes down 1. This is the eco round for Team Villianous though, so they're not really looking to get much, just sort of get as many credits as they can, trying to get the bomb blast down. And Amaterasu does use the ultimate, but it will be less bothersome to Team Villianous that it went out now in comparison to them using it on a buy round. So while Team Villianous are not happy that they're 4-1 down on their home map, they're gonna take it and try to pull it back in the next round, which will be their buy round.
And Velocity Gaming coming in very heavy. They are on the side of defense, and I do remember them to be a lot more clean on the side of defense. We could see them completely dominate on attack too. If we do get, you know, the chance to see them in attack, Team Villianous, they have to bounce back somehow. But in Bullseye, 1-for-1 trade there. Full buy for both sides.
Deploying drone.
And Right to Ace is going to throw drone out, spots the Brimstone. And now he's ready, but Jaguar pops the Resurrection, gets a kill. Vibor with the double. Rex stops his spree though. It's a 3v2, Velocity man down. There's the Hunter's Fury from the side of Team Villianous. Not going to catch anyone out though. Amaterasu looking to change his position. The spike has been planted. Amaterasu with Antidote. He's going to be the one to lead the charge. And Antidote does pop the Resurrection, so there's an equal chance now for both sides.
Stim beacon down.
Now Team Villianous, they have to play this very carefully. They know what they're up against, and as for Velocity Gaming, they can't miss a beat. And they usually don't. Now Amaterasu looking for some sort of opportunity to put either the smoke down. But Xcali goes for the tap. It's a 2v2 situation. He's going to leave it up to Amaterasu to defend him. But Rex takes down Xcali. Amaterasu, last man, 1v1 situation. Not enough time to get the defuse off. And the spike does catch him. And this is a successful round for Team Villianous, managing to defend their plant.
Yeah, absolutely huge. Team Villianous already looking much better in this map than they did in Haven. Able to pull back another round in their attacking side. And as you said, right, like Velocity do look much cleaner in defense. So for Team Villianous, it's all about like getting as many points as you can, because you've got the exact same composition as Velocity. If you can get through this first attacking phase, maybe going 7-5 or 8-4, then you're actually set in for a really comfortable defending phase, where I assume Team Villianous just feel better about like their chances.
Indeed. And guys, if you are enjoying watching this tournament, remember to like this stream and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live. We are now in the winners bracket of the semifinals, and the winning team will go straight on to the grand finals. They have a spot there, and if they lose, they'll have to battle it out in the lower brackets to try and get that spot. Now Vibor.
Cage 3.
He's going to be watching a shot, gets the spray off, picks up Bullseye. And now just going to wait patiently. Now this is the Brimstone setup from the side of Team Villianous. It's to go for that A-shot plant. And Team Villianous, they definitely do have a strategy. Looking a lot more focused here. Amaterasu gets a pick off. Xcali finds one. Vibor as well. Last man standing is Cruiser God. He's just going to back away. Xcali with 14 HP. Nothing is going to stop him. And Cruiser God pumps him. And there's the flick. Gets a kill. But Vibor, he's mad. Jumps in as well. And that is going to be another point for the defenders.
That wasn't even full buy for everybody there. So It's going to be huge for Velocity to pull that up. And this is what we expect from Velocity. When you push them back down, they just sort of, they're like a spring. They come back with double the force that you push them back down with. And the way they're able to respond is unlike any team we've ever seen. Cruiser God, though, having a brilliant game. The way he's been able to clutch through for his team every single round almost, that they're looking good. And then even in game 1. So there are members of Team Villianous that have really stepped up, shown their worth and their capability. It's just about finding every single member's moments right here, which Velocity does. Like every single person on the team of Velocity steps up at some point during a win. Now Team Villianous, though, they're going for a mixed approach, with Cypher just holding down beside the Boombot will spot him out as the rest of his team is going for an 8 push. Can they make this lurking Cypher actually work out in terms of value? Because 2 members of Velocity are staying in. They're still playing it really slow. Something I can definitely appreciate, like given the fact that they really do need to pull back as many rounds as possible. But Antidote on his trusty op gets another kill for himself. And now, like, it's just looking a bit too dire for people in this. Antidote gets another. Xgali gets 2 for himself. Xgali almost gets a third, but Bullseye finds it, but Amaterasu cleans up for him. 6-2 to Velocity Gaming in another eco round for Team Villianous going down, but that's okay. There's 4 more rounds left in their attacking side. If they can pull back just 2, I think they should be very happy with their effort in the attacking half, and then go to the defensive half with a lot more confidence than they had in game 1.
Yeah, Velocity. It's almost like they figured out how Team
Right here.
Villianous likes to attack, and they're just stopping them completely in their
Revealing
tracks.
area.
So now moving on to this round number 9. A few more before the side swap. And Team Villianous, they have to do everything in their power to stay in this best. Now Jaguar gets the pick off onto Antidote. You see the Hunter's Fury as well. Is that going to get a pick off? Gorang takes down Xcali. And Team Villianous, 5 men strong. This could be an opportunity for them. Or will they let it slip away? Gorang
Oh.
tries to run into the teleporter, but gets picked off. And Vibor slips through. Finds Bullseye. I would say 2v2 situation. Jaguar has the spike. Going to go for the plant and did not check his back. Amaterasu was just hiding at Heaven. I would say 1v2 situation. Spike is exposed and it's Cruiser God. It's left to him. A little bit of deja vu here. Cruiser God inching his way from the defender's side spawn. And if you look at the minimap, you can see that Amaterasu and Right to Ace are back to back. They are watching every angle. And that's a note, because sometimes teams do make this mistake where they're not watching all angles. And if you sharpen this up, it can take your team a long way.
Revealing
Now, Cruiser
area.
God drops the recon bolt there. They're going to get an audio cue, and that is Amaterasu taking out Cruiser God. 5 rounds in the lead is Velocity Gaming.
Yeah, Spike is their baby, and they're its loving parents as they just cover it back to back, as you said, and that's something we just never get to see from teams a lot, as much, like not consistently at least. Like the way they're able to just cover each other in every single angle just makes Velocity so much more scarier, because mathematically you really can't approach them from any angle, so you just basically have to pull off this like outskill maneuver or sort of a miracle to try and beat them like that. 7-2 to Velocity though, and now another eco round coming out for Team Villianous. Team Villianous is really trying their best in terms of overall gameplay. I do think they look much better than they looked in the first map. It's just the small differences coming out where Velocity is able to finish out rounds and get those extra wins because of their just overall consistency.
Indeed. Now, with only 2 rounds, Team Villianous, we can see that they're constantly rotating, looking for the right time. They aren't pushing right off the bat. A common thing is for teams to wait the timer out and take the defenders by surprise. Now Cruiser God is going to move through the showers and Rex here on A shot. Amaterasu gets blocked by the smoke drop, but his spray does connect though onto Rex. And as he was planting his ult, looking for the right opportunity, Bullseye with the stinger. Bullseye, double kill, 3v3 situation. Right to Ace. Oh, Excali is coming in with the showstopper. He's gonna go for the half defuse, but Gorang takes him out, and it's a 3v2 situation now. Right to Ace. It's the smoke dropped on him. That's a 1-for-1 trade.
Captain
1v2. Right to Waze versus Cruiser
Revealing
God.
area.
It's happening again. The Sovas are playing out of their mind. And right to Ace. Goes for the defuse. The drone is going to spot him, but does he have the time? Hunter's Fury tags him.
dead.
Doesn't take him down. And that is the second clutch that right to Ace has successfully done.
How does he know? Like, how does he know every single time when he's just able to sort of hold on? Like,
Done
this
here.
is beautiful. Like, the way he just sticks to the diffuse and gets through every single time, knowing that his opponent will not be able to make it in time, it's just absolutely beautiful. So, again, once again, like even
Deep
with
breath.
Cruiser God right there using his ult to try to get right to Ace off the bomb. Unable to do it the first time, it was
Revealing
shock
area.
darts. This time it was ult just brilliantly played by right to Ace, having a killer game. Now though, the Brimstone ultimate coming out from the side of Team Villianous, not going to be able to do much as Excali just gets healed right back up by Antidote. Cruiser God does find a kill though, as Team Villianous is going for the B push, and this is their
I
buy
know
down, so they definitely need to pull it back this round so they can go into the last round of this phase with a fighting chance. Another kill for Team Villianous makes it 4 versus 2. Team Villianous fighting back as Bullseye gets the showstopper kill.
There it is. Right to Ace sprays. And he's been playing out of his mind. 2 clutches doing the same thing. It's almost like he read the mind of Cruiser God in the opponent team.
Gone.
Oh my.
Oh, right to Ace! How? He knows every spot and where to spray. That is just insane to me. 21 HP, doesn't matter. 2v2 situation. He does have his trusty Amaterasu. Second thought, it might matter. Hunter's Fury doesn't connect. Stim beacons out. They have increased fire rate. The orbital strike. Now they have that information. But Rex comes in with the last kill. And that is going to be the 3rd round for Team Villianous.
Yeah, that was absolutely clutch by Rex, and as you said, how does right to Ace just know? Like, he does not, it's not even just that he knows, he's able to get the headshot through the wall. Like, usually when I'm playing and my teammates aren't really listening and pushing too hard, I'm like, guys, just sit behind a corner and bait. You can't even do that versus right to Ace, because even if you're behind a corner, hiding, he knows exactly where you are, and he will find you and he will kill you. But Team Villianous getting that, absolutely huge, because as I said before that, like, if they lost this round, they go into the final round with not much capability in terms of economy, you know? Now they're going for the hard rush down Ace, something that I think is a really good strategy given that it's the last round. They're just going for it. Bullseye getting another kill, making 5 versus 3. 8 to 4 would be huge for Team Villianous.
With a very strong 5-round lead. Back again. Team Villianous trying to inch their way back into the competition. Now, it's the last round before the swap. We have Antidote here. A tower. Looking for the pickoff. Takes out the cam. Now it's Cat with the Moonbot. Just gonna throw it in. He gets that information. Tosses in the name. And gets the pickoff with the judge. Swaps his weapon of choice into a phantom. And he's flying in with the satchel. This is Velocity Gaming just collapsing. Villianous last man standing, Gorang taken out. Triple kill for Antidote on that all. Oh!
Yep.
And does the spike go? Oh, 0.12 seconds left. Can you imagine?
I mean, everything with the side of Velocity, it just seems hashtag calculated is all I can say, because the way they play is so close yet so fast. Excali with the beautiful satchel jump is coming through and getting those kills. Antidote 2, and then yeah, 0.1 second defuse. It's like they know exactly when they have to go to make sure that they're able to get to the bomb on time and get to the defuse. Very well played by Velocity in a round that Team Villianous played really well too. Like going for the hard A push, getting 2 kills for themselves, making it 5 versus 3. Velocity just completely outskilling them and to pull it back. Like that's not something you can really account for. So brilliantly played by Velocity. Now though on the attack you see 4 ghosts for them as they go for the heavy spend on the first round. If Velocity can actually get the first pistol round win, that means another win, making it 11-3, making the buy round basically the deciding round for this game.
Indeed. Now, let's just pull up the scoreboard real quick and have a look at how everyone's doing. Right, 2A's at the top with 19 kills. A significant gap. And everyone on the side of Team Villianous pretty even. So, Cruiser God at the top. Now, this pistol round. It's all about how they're going to do this. Everyone has pistols. Rex takes down Antidote. That's going to be a double kill. Team Villianous on the side of defense. They are ready for action. Vibordo takes down Rex. And it's a 3v2 situation. Excali gets the jumping headshot. 2v2. 2v1. That's right, 2Ace finds Cruiser God. Now, Excali is extremely low. Right, 2Ace. He has information. He knows where Gorang is. They're just going to wait it out. And a little bit of discipline here. Excali as well. He's going to be careful and not go for this. But the recon bolt spots Gorang. And right 2Ace with a clean triple kill. 100 HP to spare. And double digits for Velocity Gaming as they get 10 rounds for themselves.
I mean, really well played by Velocity because Rex got 2 kills to start that round off, making it 5 versus 3, and then the bomb grenade from Excali sort of just reducing the health, and right here, right to Ace and Excali getting a kill each, and then they find another kill onto Cruiser Guard, who I think just gets caught in the wrong moment turning around. Just like that, making it 2 versus 1. Brilliant patience by Right to Ace to clutch it all through. And Right to Ace, he's just having an insane game for himself. As you noted earlier when we pulled up the scorecard, a significant gap between him and his former teammate. Oh my god, the shock dart kill comes through. Right to Ace consistently gets this every single match, making Velocity, just putting them so far ahead now with this round win that is likely to come through, making it 11-3. And the next buy round just gonna decide the entire game.
You know, we were speaking in the earlier rounds that Bind is a map that Velocity wasn't so familiar with. I think that claim is completely negated. It does not work now. Velocity Gaming, it's almost like they looked for their weakness and worked on it, and now it's a strength. Because they found who to place where on this Bind map, especially on the side of defense when they were playing there. So it worked out in their favor, and now in attack, they're coming in just as strong. They're finding these pickoffs. Overall, this is the kind of progress, like even though they are undefeated, they are still progressing. That's why their success is pretty much kind of guaranteed. Just overall playing so well here in this winner bracket semi-finals. And Antidote quick to cover the back of Excali there. But he unfortunately falls. 2 kills. Antidote spots one. Just gonna barrier him in. Lock you in there. You're not gonna come out. 3v4 situation. And the spike, however, is making its way onto A side, not B. And Amaterasu takes down Jaguar. Spike is planted. Antidote with 3 kills. Where is the last man? It's Gorang. And the spy cam does spot him, Vibor, with the last one. 12-3. So close to victory for Velocity Gaming.
You said, right, you can no longer say that Bind is the weakness of Velocity Gaming, because the one weakness we could identify, they completely removed.
Exactly.
And yeah, that was so weird the way that happened. I'm not really sure what exactly happened there, but yeah. Velocity now, it's over. Like, now they have the economy advantage going into match point. Team Villianous picking up one more round than they did last time, making it likely 13-3 unless they're able to force some sort of force buy round. You see the judge coming out for Jaguar though, try to get something done. But Velocity just looking too damn good. And it's as you said, like the reason they are one of the best teams, if not the best team, like it's pretty hard to argue that they're not the best team in the region right now, is because they're constantly looking to improve. But right here, Vibor finds two through the Cypher Cage, and I love the way he uses these Cypher Cages. He's always putting him on the edge, leaving a small gap for him to sneak around and then get those multi-kills. And now 4v1, it's going to be GG well played to Team Villianous as Velocity likely moving to the upper bracket finals.
Last man standing is Jaguar, Judge and a Dream, as Vibor picks up a triple. Flawless coming in from Velocity Gaming as they make their way over to the finals. 2 maps, 2-0. Team Villianous, they did try as best as they can, and now they will be in the lower brackets and they will have another chance to fight their way back to the top. Now, quick look at the scoreboard. Look at Right to Ace with 380 average combat score. Played out of his mind this game.
Yeah, Right to Ace just completely dominating the game. But yeah, this isn't the last we're seeing of Team Villianous. They ran into a Juggernaut and they just couldn't move past. So they're going to be moving on to the lower bracket where I assume they're going to take as much as information as they can from this game as possible. You just played against the best team in the region and got the extremely good practice for yourself. You proved that you are good enough to make it to the winners bracket semifinals. So I'm hoping they'll take all this, go back, review exactly what happened here, and then take it to the other teams to try and make it back against Velocity in the grand finals.
No doubt about it, both teams made it extremely far. Now let's go into AMD's Relive the Moment as we look at some highlights and talk about what went on. Remember guys, if you are enjoying this content, do leave a like and subscribe to this channel. So when we got into this map number 2, which is Team Villianous pick, they picked Bind. And there was always that speculation. Velocity Gaming, not good at Bind, but they really just proved us wrong. They came in and it's almost like you can say that this is one of Velocity Gaming's good maps.
Yep. I mean, so with Velocity, I feel like this pattern is coming out. Like the way they play is that in the first few rounds, they're sort of judging you, sort of feeling you out, understanding how you work as a team, like where you like to attack, where you like to push, who's the strongest player in your team, who's the weakest player in your team. And in like 3 to 5 rounds, the ones they have all that information, they pounce. When they pounce, they just keep going and going and going, and they just don't stop. Because when it was 4-2 to Velocity Gaming, Team Villianous were actually looking like they could put up a fight. But after 4-2, it's just like over for Team Villianous instantly, because Velocity, they were able to predict every single play Team Villianous could possibly make. They're able to pull out these tiny clutch diffuses, as you saw from Right to Ace, just showing brilliant adaptation within the game. And that's a quality we haven't really seen in other teams so far. So it's just really amazing to watch.
Indeed. And we can't forget the MVP of this match here. It was Right to Ace with 24 kills. And I believe that the second fragger had a 10 kill difference. So Right to Ace, he had some amazing moments. And this is one of them. This clutch diffuse, the 2 shock darts, one takes away his armor and some health. But it could be a little bit of a misplay by Cruiser God's end. And then Right to Ace comes here, knows where he is, and just sprays in the correct spot and gets that kill. So it's, little things like this that makes Velocity Gaming so strong, because their players are aware of tactics that most teams, we never seen them pull off. So that definitely is the edge that Velocity Gaming have over many teams. Now, as for Team Villianous, they did make it all the way to the semifinals. So we did watch games that they have played before, and they are a great team. They can show dominance from time to time. It's just that, it sounds harsh, but I have to say that Velocity Gaming seems to be miles ahead of a lot of these teams.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing because we are in the first like tournament out of 5 like to come, right? So these
Yeah.
teams can definitely try to pick up something from Velocity and get better and better. And that's amazing for the scene overall, because when you have this team who's just so far ahead and improving, the scene is just bound to get better bit by bit by bit. So I'm really excited to see how all of these teams can learn from Velocity, because as you said, they just have these tiny, tiny things. Like it comes down to like a centimeter difference or like a millimeter difference, but that difference ends up winning them the entire round and comes through so clutch that they look like the brilliant team they are. So kudos to Velocity Gaming and kudos to Team Villianous. We are streaming every single match after this game, like the lower bracket semifinals as well. So we will be seeing them in action. I'm really excited to see how they can improve from this match.
Indeed. And guys, thank you for watching. This was a best of 3. Congratulations once again to Velocity Gaming for making it into the finals. Now, if you are enjoying the course of this tournament, remember to like and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you get notifications of whenever we are live and you can watch your favorite teams. Now, before we go off, remember Series 2 registrations are live. You can register with your buddies. Link is in the description. Starts in September. And if you want to treat yourself, do check out all the shopping links that we have. And we have 10% off JBL content gaming headsets like what myself and CA are using to cast and listen. So without further ado, we are going to end this stream. You can stay and watch some highlights of what went down throughout the entirety of the match today. Or you can go to sleep. I don't know, but have some fun. Until next time, we'll see you. Goodbye, guys.
Out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't wanna do. Baby, while we're young, baby, while we're I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're young, Thank